everyone. So it's JR3 Creation and Service first anniversary. Okay, I started this in September 2024 when I realized my hair has grown back with all the experimenting I've done using natural herbs and plants to grow back a big bald spot that started at the top of my head that went to the middle, get wider and wider and further back. And after actually going to a dermatologist, doing steroid shots in the scalp, and when they told me on my third visit, we can't guarantee your hair is going to grow back, that's when I realized I am not going to continue spending money, hundreds of dollars, and my hair is not going to grow back. It makes no sense. So I decided to take a leap of faith and research natural herbs and plants, because I've heard over the years, and I've bought from people who sell organic lipstick, organic lotions and stuff over the years, and I said, well, I know there must be stuff I could use. So I researched stuff and found a lot of stuff that are good for psoriasis, dandruff, flakes, alopecia, ringworm, bumps, all kinds of stuff. And based on those things, I put some of the natural herbs and plants and essential oils that I found that are good for healing the scalp and the hair, and make my own treatment. At the time, it was 15 ingredients. I keep trying and experiment new things that I found out about, and I use it still on myself. Although I've grown back my hair, I use it still on myself. So when I saw that my hair had grown back, I decided to actually, you know, share it with the world as of last September, and especially when I healed my son dandruff and flakes with it. So, because he has always had dandruff and flakes and itchy scalp, and his father had that condition. So I just realized this is great. It's antifungal, antibacterial, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory. Let me share it with the world. And that's how you got JR3 Creation and Services. So if you find that my product is not working for your hair and your hair is not growing back, and it's because a lot of times you have years of toxic and inflammation in the body from what you've been doing to your hair and what you're not doing to your health-wise. Because I found out in my research, most of the time when you have issues with your scalp and your beard, it can be what you're eating, not sleeping. 90% of the time, what you're doing and not doing. Lack of sleep. We need 7 to 9 hours sleep a night to grow, to heal our body. If you're not getting that, that's quite a possibility. That's why you're having issue with the scalp and the beard, with bald spot, thinning hair, falling hair, dry hair, because you're not drinking water, eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. I found that the dark green vegetable is one of the best thing for the hair, as well as fatty, healthy fish like salmon and sardine and all that stuff. That's why when you met me, I emphasized those things to you. So if you're still eating a lot of carbs, since you've been using my stuff, and I know it's not easy, because I have seen regression with my hair since I started treating it 3 years ago. This year make 3 years. August 1st was when I first found the big bald spot. And when I started treating it a couple of months after that, because I didn't start treating it right away, or a month or so after that, weeks after that, I would say, I always regress, because I used to be working with early childhood little children, and there was a pantry next to my classroom with cookies and stuff, and a lot of times I would be emotionally eating. When I'm stressed, I'm eating lots of cookies. If you eat lots of cookies and ice cream and cake and things that has a lot of the seed oils, like cottonseed oil, corn oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, all those oils that are not good for the body, you can cause issues on the scalp and on the beard area. And this is why I've stressed that the health is very important. There's no product alone out here that can just heal and grow the scalp. If you do, it has serious side effects, and it's usually not all natural organic stuff. If it's natural stuff, you need to also take care of your inside. Sleep. I stress that you need 7 to 9 hours sleep a night. We don't always do that. Not even me sometimes get that, but most of the night, try your best. If you can get it every night, please, because the body heals itself when you're sleeping. When does the body heal itself? If you're getting 3 and 4 hours. And most of the time I found out that body heals itself between 9 and 12 at night. So if we're going even later and still getting 8 at night, we're probably still not solving the problem. So I encourage you to take care of your health. Don't blame my product or anything else if you're still doing tight style, that when I see some of you getting your hair done and you're like this, and it's pulling on your scalp, and you see the wrinkles in your scalp. You keep doing those styles that are tight, and you literally want to pee yourself up. you're killing your follicles and you want a product, the product is not going to help you if you're still abusing your scalp. If you're not washing your hair often enough, you need to wash the hair at least once a month. I say once a week, but some of you have styles that you can do it, and I understand, but you have to know what's important to you, the style or cleansing your scalp. Because when you cleanse your scalp every week, you can find out a lot about your hair. You can get to know your hair. You can know what work, what product work. I encourage you to use shampoos and condition that has mild natural ingredients like in the treatment. Because if you're using my treatment and you're using shampoo and conditioner that's drying out the hair, breaking the hair, having words on there that you can't pronounce, you don't recognize what it is, then it's counteracting what the treatment is trying to do. And some of you, like, will think, oh, well, it's not going to work too if you have a lot of toxin in the body. You have years of inflammation in the body from what you're eating, doing, not sleeping, stressing out. We cannot get rid of stress, but you can lower your stress for 15 to 20 minutes a day. Okay? And that can do tremendous work for your health and for the hair and the scalp and the beard. Okay? Another thing is water. Hydrating your body internally. Eating lots of fatty fish and eggs and stuff. These are the foods you should be eating. Some of them is here, right here. Right? Some of the foods that you should be eating is right here. This is just some. That's not all. And you need to be eating fruits, vegetables, especially dark green vegetables are so healthy. Not some light lettuce that barely have nothing but water in it. So I encourage you, again, I implore you to try and take care of your health, because just wanting to use my product alone or any product alone won't do the trick. It's good, but this is the main thing you need to be doing: sleeping, exercising, moving your body so you can send circulation to the scalp and blood flow to the scalp to grow the hair. Massage it, and it's not going to happen overnight. What might work for me in a certain amount of time may not be the amount of time you need because of what's going on with you, the condition in your body. That's why it's important to do a blood test and or what they did with me. I forgot that thing that they did with me at the dermatologist to find out what was the condition with me. A biopsy. But the blood test, I think, is so much better too. And it can pinpoint what is wrong. And when you go, don't just do a blood test. Say, hey, my hair is falling out, our bald spot. Can you do a blood test specifically to find out what is going on? If you know what's going on in the body, then you can say, hey, this is wrong. This is what's going on. You can find out through me, through my channel. Hey, I have diabetes and I need to cut out sugar. I need to do this. It's thyroid. You can do research, or you can even send me a message and ask me, hey, they find out that it's thyroid I have. What should some of the things I should be avoid doing or doing? Because I'll be willing to tell you. Okay? So I encourage you to use quality products that's all natural ingredients, both for washing your hair and also as a shampoo, as a moisturizer. If you can use natural things like in a natural form, like egg and stuff for protein and avocado, great. I don't like the idea of doing it so much because I love eating those stuff. So sometimes I'm like, but I start doing it lately. Some of the stuff that I'm like, I want to eat it. I don't want it. But you can still get benefit eating it too. But if you can use it naturally, instead of buying stuff that you don't even know what's in it in the stores, then it's best to use natural stuff. Like things from your kitchen to do your hair also. You can do that. Just know you got to wash it out properly so smells and stuff and flies don't follow you around, or bees or whatever. Okay? So I encourage you to get your sleep, get your exercise, movement, stretching, running, moving, lifting some weights, although the weights has something to do with the hair, but the cardio does. But the weights too, as you get older, good strengthen the bone. I need to be doing more lifting. I kind of started and kind of slack off on that I'm working on, but that's not so much to do with the hair. The cardio, the moving, the walking, the stretching does. Drinking water, drinking tea without sugar in it, and eating a lot of healthy fish, fatty fish. Like I've mentioned to a lot of you when I meet you, your vegetables, your dark green vegetables, just eating some iceberg lettuce. It doesn't have the nutrients that you need for the hair. You get it mostly from the dark green vegetable and from tomato and carrot and those other colors. So I encourage you, but especially the dark green, to get your food. You see some of the food I just showed you. Get those foods in your diet and more. When you're craving junk, and in snack time, you can make yourself a little pack. I know some of you work in a salon and you stand all day, it's hard, and so you run out to the store and buy food from them, which you don't even know what oils they're using and stuff to cook your food. You can make your stuff. You got to prioritize. You got to realize what's important. You got to know what's important and make time to prep your food. Make it ahead of time. Freeze things. Walk with it. Put things in thermos. Make you like a package for snacks, so you're craving sugar and cookie. You'll have your nuts and your dark chocolate with no sugar or 70% chocolate in it, and you have your fruit and your banana and your different stuff. That's how I walk. That's why you always see me with a bag. If you see me, you always have a bag. I have a food. Everywhere I work, they laugh at me over the years. Oh, you always have a bag, because I walk with my own food for years. Once in a while I might not get to do it, or I give in to craves that I have because of some reason I got these craves and I eat junk that I'm not supposed, or just I was very stressed and I eat some cookie. And sometimes when you eat one stuff, you keep craving one more. And so I encourage you again, take care of your health, and no product alone. If my product is not working, you might not be taking care of yourself. You're not listening and taking care of the health. You just want to use a product, but you don't want to do the other work. You have to do the other things. And I encourage you to do a blood test to know what it is, so you can fight. When you know the root cause is, you can fight it even better, and it will help you say, okay, I really craving this cookie, but they say I have diabetes, I gotta stay away from the cookie. Or they say my sugar is high, or this is wrong. Then it will help you, give you more reason and motivation to fight. Okay, God bless you. And it's my first anniversary, and thank you for those who wished me happy anniversary. Wish JR3 Creation and Service happy anniversary. God bless. Thank you again.